Woo, we're live. So, this is another live stream today. Random, as I used to do them in the past as well. We're gonna talk about the Vengeful Maelstrom. So I'm gonna pick it up in a second or so. Just wanna make sure we're actually live. Yeah, we are live. I'm just gonna check.
We're gonna
audio.
talk about.
Nice, that sounds good. So yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we're also live at Twitch, because we'll be checking it out. I did a Twitch live stream earlier today, just to try out and see if it actually works, and it did seem to work. It was not bad, but we're not live on Twitch now, so that's a bit unfortunate. So let me grab the Maelstrom. Yeah. So I already insert the blade in the Maelstrom, and we're gonna talk about the amazing Maelstrom. So let me adjust the cam a little bit, make it a bit I don't know, a bit more fancy. Sorry about that. It's super on the fly. We do this on the go. So I don't have all the cool stuff that I want to have in this house yet. So we just have to do how we do it. Okay. Is the angle good? The angle's that's not bad. That's not bad. It's acceptable. We can live with that. We have some clothes here. I can actually change up the whole outlook. Look at this. Super professional. No laundry. All gone. Anyway, so the Maelstrom. We're gonna talk about this beastly lightsaber by Vaders. I've been handling this lightsaber for the past few days now, and it's a really good piece. Now, I did a review of the Maelstrom before. I did the Elite version. This is the blacked out version. Now, there's a few things that I want to cover, and we're gonna delve right into it. So, this Maelstrom by Vaders is in Neopixel setup. So I'll show you guys. It's super loud. Very nice. Yeah, that's way too loud for me. It's super light. A lot of people will love the loudness, like super loud setup. But for me, that's too loud. I don't like a lightsaber being loud personally. It must be loud enough that you can clearly hear the swings, etc. But like if you're in a confined space like this, it's actually not really convenient to listen to. Now that being said, that's just a mini. Excuse me, I did a Rick here. I pulled off the Rick and Morty at you guys. But that's just a gripe for myself because I'm just under bed bunk. That have nothing to do with your situation, of course. So it is what it is. That's just for me, minor thing. It's just a beautiful lightsaber. It handles really well, so it feels really comfortable in the hands. That gripping area is just doing so much good. It's just really comfortable to hold it, to wield it two hands. It's easy to position your hands on the lightsaber with two hands, and you can really make hard thrust with this lightsaber when you do heavy dueling, etc. I turned the lightsaber back on in mute mode, which I normally put my lightsabers on in general. I put it to red because I really feel this is more of a Sith hilt, and it just fits so well. A lot of colors actually fit. The blues as well, like a light blue, beautiful. Green, yeah, I don't feel like this is a lightsaber for a green blade. Purple, some people will like that as well. But yeah, that being said, it's just a very comfortable hilt design. The hilt itself is so comfortable. It's comfortable spinning as well. This choke point here is so nice. It's nice, it's deep enough, it's soft to the hands, it's really soft, and it has these two channels on the side, so it's actually very comfortable to put your hand in, and it actually allows for a lot of grip. Also, what I noticed is whenever you grab the lightsaber, because you have this gripping area, this knuckle, I don't know, it's not a knuckle, it's just a grip area. Whenever I hold it, I automatically, my thumb placement is on the switch. So when I hold the lightsaber in the leathered portion, in the gripping portion, my thumb automatically is at the switch. Like, it's probably my hand size just fitting right into that area. But I can manipulate this lightsaber very easy because of that. Every time it's consistent. Like, it's just my thumb is always right there. Of course, to get access to the auxiliary switch, I don't have that leverage, so I need to move my hands upwards. That's just my hands. My fingers are too short for that. But overall, very nice. Very pleasant hilt to play with, to hold. Just I think the main reasons why I like this hilt design so much in terms of comfort is this portion here. This is a really comfortable portion to hold your lightsaber. It's high up near the emitter, so the balance is good. Even if you hold it one-handed. The hilt is long. The hilt is a bit heavy on the bottom because it's bottom heavy because of this whole alloy block here, and it compensates for the Neopixel blade and the weight of it, which is not really heavy because this is not a dual a heavy dueling blade for Neopixel, but nonetheless it's just nicely balanced. It feels really good in the hand, and it's just overall a very good piece. I like that a lot. The serrations here also very nice. They allow for a very good grip. Like, it's super sturdy. It's not a grater. It's not like the Saberforge Bastion, where you have like a grater that scrapes off the skin of your hand, basically. The pommel design, it's very loud. I'm personally not a big fan of cone-shaped pommels. I wish it was flat. Maybe I get another Vaders full pommel after some time and just replace it. I don't know. I'm just not super into these kind of pointy pommels that are so long. Yeah, this is my personal opinion. And yeah, the leather is nice and thin. It's a really thin strip of leather. So there's like a big wall here to the side, so I can actually put really thick leather on it and make it flush with the outer edges here. You see, if I use a much thicker leather, it will be completely flat here, and that is something that some people might like. You just cut it till it meets these edges here, and you glue it onto the body. That's how this actually is. This piece of leather is on this hilt. It's glued on. That makes it that makes it nice because the seams are under or next to the gripping area, I should say. Okay. And we're back. Some dopey dick shit called me. I'm sorry if you called me, but it was kind of annoying that somebody tried to call me while I'm trying to make a live video, so that sucks. That's a lesson learned when I'm in the future gonna use more of these setup, because the idea is to do daily live streams from an iPhone XS Plus or whatever comes out next. So hey, number bucks. Okay, so that is an inside joke. Me and my wife I have a little bit of a vendetta going on. I scared her when she was playing Battlefront 2 today, and now she's pounding on my Bandai Star Wars model kit boxes, and she knows she will trigger me with that, making me very upset. So not cool. Anyway, I really like this Vengeful Maelstrom. It's a really cool lightsaber. The design is just perfectly for spinning and dueling. I mean, this is a really good hilt for that. It also looks pretty unique because of this whole gripping area. But overall, I have to say it's a bit of a plain Jane in my personal opinion. I mean, we have seen similar emitters. Yes, they have some additional cuts here and there, which makes it a unique design, of course. But I mean, I've seen this before. There's other hilts on the market that have a very similar profile. So it's not a super unique hilt design. But with all the extra bits and how loud the pommel design is, it makes it for a very good solid lightsaber. But it doesn't really give me a massive nerdgasm. That's just my personal opinion. It's a good lightsaber. Again, it just doesn't really it's good. It's good. It's solid. It's a good hilt, but it's a good hilt. It's not like, yeah, super exciting. That is what I want to say with this hilt, for me. But nonetheless, it's a very beautiful piece. Let me just change the color really quick for the sake of it, so you have an idea. So this is the hilt with a nice light blue, which is normally my favorite color. Between red and the light blue, this is my two favorite lightsaber colors basically. Red for Sith, of course, that's a no-brainer, which I normally try to portray as a character, but I really love this Empire Strikes Back light blue color, which is definitely my favorite lightsaber color for any Jedi or even a Sith for that matter that wields a natural kyber crystal in his lightsaber, her lightsaber. We also have other colors, of course. We have purple, so yeah, you must be into that. Yellow, very yellow. I mean, a lot of people will probably like something like this, like a very strong purple color to it. Actually, I feel with this particular purple that I'm holding up now, which is more like a lavender purple, I can actually see like spots in the blade, the Neopixel blade. I can see like lighter color spots in there, which that's the reason why I don't really like that color for myself. And we have a normal dark blue. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dark blue myself. And then we have like a minty green. And we're going to yellow. Whoa, this is a nice color. Is it this one? Oh, what's this? Like mint? This is definitely more of a mint blue green. This is green. Oh, let me put it in this color for a second. This is not like, it's not really an acid green, but it's a very light, like a very light green with a strong hint of yellow in it, but it's definitely not like the minty green or the yellow green that I normally wield. It's not very acid silicon, but it's a nice, it has a very strong hint of yellow in there, more so than green, which is not bad. I kind of like that. And then some weird pastel colors. Going back to the reds. I really don't like this this color changing thing where you have to move the hilt around. It's just too much of a gimmick for me. No, not super stoked on that. So this is the normal green. Yeah, I feel this is not really a hilt for a green color. I don't know. It's just, it just doesn't feel like it matches good with green. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you, of course. I mean, everybody has their own choice to use whatever color they like. We're gonna put back in reds. I feel like, yeah, this is a Sith hilt with those prongs there, and they're pretty sharp as well. Yeah, I have to admit. Yeah, I feel like this is more of a Sith hilt, especially because it's a blacked out version. I feel that suits the whole aesthetic of the hilt. And from that point of view, yeah, it's a bit of a basic bitch, if I may say so. Yeah, I feel that personally it's a bit of a basic bitch, but I love it. It's just a very comfortable hilt. It's a very solid hilt. There's nothing rattling loose. It feels amazing in the hand, as I said before. It's good for dueling, good for spinning. It's a good two-hander hilt because it's a bit longer. It has a nice deep blade socket as well. What I noticed, no blade wobble. So if you're looking for a blade that lightsabers that have deep blade sockets, which is my preference personally, this is a good pickup, and that's why I really like this hilt as well. Is that it makes the blade feel like super solid inside the hilt. So I definitely recommend this hilt. I'm not super into this design here. Where you have the vertical slit here, and then you have these two horizontal bars. Now I don't feel anything for this whole design here. I just don't feel it. I don't know. It looks like the side of a coin, like a lot of coins in Europe, or like a euro or something, or maybe in the US or other countries, they have like the serration on the sides of some coins. and it just looks like that. It just doesn't, it doesn't attract much to me. I think if you ask Vaders Vault for customization, they actually could cut through these recesses and make windows out of it if you want to. I think they can do that for you, or like one window here, or maybe multiple. So yeah, that might be something you want to explore with Vaders Vault if you do a customization with them. Of course, that costs a bit extra, but that might be worth it. The aux switch is quite high up, so it's easy to access, which is really nice as well. I like that, and yeah, I think it's a solid hilt design. There's not much to add to it. I will do a review of this lightsaber where I go outdoors and make some nice footage, so I will do that for sure. I also like the fact that normally I'm not into AV switches, but I like that this one has a white ring instead of some colored ring that I just normally don't like. Yeah, white is a color as well, but I mean, it just fits with the blacked out version of this hilt with the silver parts. It just suits. Oh, my hair looks funny. So I have to say, guys, I am beyond boring. I'm beyond boring. It's gonna be a rough month and a half before I move back, because I have nothing to do at the moment, and it's eating on me, because I don't want to sit inside the house playing video games all day. So I don't know. Let me update the title of this live stream video for a moment. Okay, and then Vaders. Sorry guys, we do this just on the go now. Later on I will do that in a proper way. But yeah, I just don't have any of the tools to do it properly now. Okay, so that was it. Boop, and we're back. So also, as you can see on the bottom half here, you see a white bar, and I actually tried to get fundings through the YouTube super chats, and later on through the Twitch live stream, get some funding to do other lightsaber reviews, and then raffle those lightsabers off after the review. So I will have, going forward, for all types of reviews, if it's model kits from Star Wars or is it custom lightsabers, I will have a funding bar instead of doing these Patreons, etc. I'm just gonna do it through this bar, and then whenever somebody makes a donation with a super chat or something, the bar will be increased in its amount. Still, we hopefully meet our goals in a set amount of time frame, and then get that lightsaber, review it, and then raffle it off for example. Instead of doing Patreons and whatnot. I think that also helps to hopefully get some more lightsabers into review or other products. And what I will do is actually I will have something in place that whenever somebody makes a donation or pledge during the live streams, we will have stuff happening on screen. We will have things really make it valuable to have that. And the idea is then that I will comment on those pledges and whatnot, or questions being asked by people, and then over time I will not focus so much on whatever's being said in chat unless it's a pledge, and then highlight those. So that's the idea, but we're gonna work on that, getting there. Yeah, we're gonna talk some more lightsaber stuff. So the Vengeful Maelstrom, it's a very nice piece. It's a very, very nice piece, I have to say that. It's a recommendation from my end. I mean, all things considering, between this hilt, for example, and the Vengeful Acolyte, and let's take another contender, maybe the Vaders Brawler. So we have 3 different longer hilts from Vaders as an offering. I prefer this one over the Brawler because it has much more details. It's much more engaging to play with, and it's more intriguing. The Brawlers is much more basic than this hilt. And the Acolyte is a beautiful hilt, but I feel it's more of a shelf queen than a dueling lightsaber because of the shallow blade socket, which is just 1.75 inch, which is not really deep, and that made the blade sometimes wobble for my experience. So yeah, I definitely prefer this one for a longer two-hander hilt. Overall, yeah, just a really cool lightsaber. There's just not much that I really can delve into, because I really feel like it's a bit of a basic hilt. The overall, I mean, the aesthetics, the profile of the hilt is something that we have seen several times with other lightsabers already. So it's not like I never seen this before. It's just the Vader's fault. Interpretation of some of these elements that we have seen on other lightsaber brands as well. So nonetheless, really cool lightsaber. So I'm thinking about doing the full review and then either sell this one off or trade it off for another lightsaber. Reason for that being is I don't really have the funding now to do any other lightsaber reviews, and I want to keep going with that stuff. And at the same time, I'm gonna heavily be invested in doing the Star Wars Bandai model kit, where I'm gonna really delve deep into the reviews, the unboxing videos, the actual construction videos on live streams, where I'm building the model kits, painting them, and those will be long streams. So you must be interested in seeing more about how to build those model kits and how to paint them up with all kinds of weathering techniques and whatnot. And then we just go through that during live streams, and I'm very excited to actually do that, because I think that's a bit more unique than I have done so far, and it allows me to do a lot of the Star Wars related content for like a really small fraction of the cost, which is pretty significant for me, because since I'm moving back to Holland and funding will be dry, considering that I'm also gonna play a lot of paintball on a competitive level. I mean, there's just choices to be made, and I want to keep busy with my hands. I don't want to sit still and do nothing. So I think that's gonna be a perfect opportunity. Whereas the idea of just reviewing custom lightsabers is only possible for select few people in the world that just have unlimited funding to keep buying these pieces, because let's be honest, they're really expensive. They're run between 200 to 700 to $1,000 each, and it's a niche hobby for a very small fraction of the people in the world that are really interested in them. And the majority of the people that are interested in custom lightsabers, they first look at Alter Sabers or Saberforge lightsabers, and they purchase the most basic, cheap lightsabers from them. So getting people really attracted to like these high-end custom lightsabers is still a pretty difficult situation even nowadays, because it's just really expensive. This what I'm holding here is worth a laptop or a new smartphone, or in some cases even a second-hand car. It's a lot of money in just for a toy, a collectible, a fun thing that you really have a good time with. But yeah, it's just really expensive to review them in the amounts that what you expect from these kind of review YouTubers, like tech YouTubers that review new tech or whatever. It's just a really extremely expensive endeavor. And the reason why it's so expensive compared to tech sites is because those tech reviewers, they'll have like connections with tech shops, like a phone shop or a computer shop, or partnerships with marketing companies that give loaner pieces for reviews. these custom lightsaber companies are super tiny. It's a one-man, two-man band. They're working from the garage. They're working from their home. They don't have a lot of funding spare to just send these expensive lightsabers to everybody just to review and have them. It's just extremely expensive for them. So because this is such a small niche market, it's just extremely expensive compared to most other things to keep reviewing them, because you don't get review samples, you don't get free parts. You can't keep doing it on the long term for the average person with average income like you and me, most likely. So from that point of view, it's something I want to continue doing, but I can't do it on the scale I have been doing it, and that's why I have to let go these lightsabers. Although I really like them, I still have to let them go in order to get another one in to review, and also because I don't feel as much as attached emotionally to these lightsabers anymore as I used to in the beginning, because I think the magic wears off a little bit after having done like near 100 custom lightsaber reviews. It's just it becomes more like a piece of art, a piece of technology, and it's really awesome to play around with it. And then you start to see elements that you have seen before and just in a different execution, and it's like, yeah, I've seen that, I've had that, I've owned that, I've played with that. Really cool. Move on to the next piece. And that is just natural. That's just how things go, and I don't think that's bad at all. So I definitely keep going with these lightsaber reviews, but at the same time I also invest into different parts of Star Wars, and I definitely want to get into the Star Wars modeling, kit modeling, because when I picked up the first few pieces, it just felt right. Like, I don't know what happened, something clicked in my head and said, yeah, this is the right time. I've got 2 small kids now, less time, less money. It makes sense. I want to do stuff with my hands. I want to be busy. I want to be creative. It just clicked. It just makes sense to go into that direction for me. It's still very Star Wars, so it's perfect. So I'm really excited for that. I'm genuinely super excited into moving my house to Holland first, and then have all my boxes there and start delving into those boxes, unboxing them, building them, painting them, and having them on display, and growing the collection, growing my skill sets with painting techniques and whatnot, and customization techniques, where using like these different clay types and then bake them in different designs, for example backpacks or whatnot for clone troopers and whatnot. I'm just really interested and excited to delve into the more creative things where I can design stuff, make stuff myself with my own hands, my own imagination. That does not cost as much as, for example, building your own custom lightsabers with parts from the custom saber shop and whatnot, because it's still going to be an expensive hobby, custom lightsaber. So from that point of view, I'm super excited for that. It's not a compromise. I really feel genuinely happy about delving into the model kits of Star Wars, because I just felt like I started to collect a lot of toys over the last few years, and I always ended up just looking at the toys instead of actually playing with them or fiddle around with them. I just posed them once and just looked at them, and they were collecting dust. And if they're gonna collect dust anyway, I just like to do it in a way that I built it. I built it, I painted it, I know the whole process of that particular figure or vehicle, and that will give me more satisfaction. So yeah, excited for that. The gaming live streams will happen as well for the coming few months on this YouTube channel. If it fares well, if it goes better with the whole channel, and the live streams for gaming, etc., is being picked up by other people and they liked it, I might keep doing it. I don't know yet. But the whole idea is these kind of live streams, as we do now on a daily basis, just talk Star Wars, just an hour or so a day, and just having fun, and more mature level. So what I mean is we just talk a little bit less PC. So I'm not gonna watch my language always, because the most viewers that watch this YouTube channel, they're adults. Um, they enjoy Star Wars. It's not meant for kids, this YouTube channel. So that is yes, we're gonna continue doing that, and I think that makes sense, unless there's like people out there that say no, you should tone it a bit down, keep it a bit mature, but on a polite level we can do that. But for now I really want to just make the live streams as however we want to, and just have fun and chit chat, more as a group of friends that just have good times and just enjoy their spare time. So I will do these live streams every night when I move back to Holland after work, just like this. Better, of course, a little studio, but it also depends on days or weekends where I just go out and about, go to toy fairs, toy stores, kind of events like Star Wars events or cosplay events, do live broadcasts, live streams, and then make videos, edit them from that laptop that I want to get, and then upload them to YouTube. So we have really dynamic content that is really about people, events, things happening, and as much as possible in the most interactive way, as in life. So yes, really excited for that, because I just want to have something different than all the other YouTube videos out there about, for example, the custom lightsabers or Star Wars stuff. A lot of them are really polished, like highly polished videos that are just super slick, but they just miss soul. I feel like there's no soul in them. It's not a person. It's a product. Like good examples would be Star Wars theories or some of the other big Star Wars YouTube channels. It's just a production, and most stuff on YouTube these days is cookie cutter production material. The way the thumbnails are designed, the way the videos are built up with the special effects, etc. It's just, there isn't much soul anymore to these YouTubers. There's not much personal character to them. You could exchange them for anybody else. Yes, you have a different voice and tonation of that person, which maybe be appeal to you, but besides that, you don't know anything about the person. It's just a product. It's just a YouTube channel with product placement. It's just nothing in there. And I noticed that with the other, not on the bash here, with the other YouTube channels that make lightsaber reviews or lightsaber related stuff, I mean, there's not much to it. There's no character, there's no personalization, and of course there's a lot of people that say no, I don't care about the person doing the talking. What I care about is the product, the lightsaber on hand, and I can understand that, and you're right. Then I mean, those channels are perfectly fine for you. Then they just showcase the product. That's what you want to see, and that's all you care. That's fine. I like to have a more personalized taste to it. I want to be interacting with you. I want to be talking with you about the products, about testing things, doing things, showcasing things. I want to be the person that you get to know, and a bit on the personal level. I'm quite personal on this YouTube channel, and also just from a point of view of seeing all these individual stuff, because I said that before, I don't want to be that YouTube channel where I'm just serving the viewers by showcasing what they want to see, and then I become the impersonal product as well, because you want to see the lightsaber reviews and I'm only doing that to serve you, so I get some views and maybe $1 here or there for monetization from YouTube, and believe me, it's far in between what you get. All these YouTubers that make lightsaber reviews, they get a few dollars per month. It's not much, and I'm telling you, it's really minimal for all the investments they make of buying these lightsabers and showcasing it. There's no return of investment in these YouTube channels. So don't think that we are in there to make money. We're in there just to have fun. But if I want to have fun, I want to do it in this way. I want to be on the personal level. Like, I'm talking to you, you talking to me, we respect each other, we having fun together. I don't want to be there just showcasing stuff to you guys and say, oh, get this lightsaber, review it, and then you see a pair of hands in the video every time. You don't know who it is, and they just do whatever you say, and then I get burned out. I can't watch that kind of content, and I can't make that kind of content, because then I feel I'm being used because I have the money spare to get these lightsabers to review. But is that actually what I want? Do I want to just get them and enjoy them? Or do I want to get them so I can get your view and subscription, so I can keep growing the channel, and it's gonna be an impersonal product? And that's what I have with the other YouTubers, is that I mean, how much do you actually know of these other YouTubers that do lightsaber stuff? Like, do you know how they look like? Do you know what kind of work they do? What is their life situation? Like, I mean, if they really do it just for fun and giggles and just for a hobby, I mean, why would you make videos in such an anonymous way? I do that with my name, but definitely not with my face. And people know me personally, add me on my personal Facebook, where my family is also memberships on. But I feel like, yeah, if you just want to be a product reviewer, I can totally understand that. Just go for that. But for me, I started this YouTube channel because I wanted to make videos, and I enjoy making videos, and I enjoy interaction with people. And I think I just have different values than they have, and which is fine. I mean, there's a lot of people that like them, and a lot of people that just want to see the stuff. So hey, that's good. They provide the stuff for you. You just watch it, and you just get to see what you want. For me, I feel like it's a combination. I don't want to just serve people and spend money and just don't feel like I'm doing actually something that I like to do. So I do hope to actually grow this YouTube channel, and maybe over time get some sponsors in that actually want to sponsor me by sending review samples of either custom lightsabers or other Star Wars products or toy products, so I actually can review them, and you actually have a clear picture of me, what my direction is with my YouTube channel, what I like, what I don't like, and then have like a personalized view, a YouTube view on a product, or just in general, just talking nonsense in a live stream. And I just feel like, yeah, different people just subscribe for different reasons to different YouTube channels, but I like to subscribe to YouTubers that for most have a very interesting character. They just has something interesting to bring, no matter what they talk about. Like, for example, I said that before, but I like Asmongold. He does like Twitch streams about World of Warcraft. Now, I always missed his Twitch streams. I never saw him live, but I always watch him on YouTube. And not because I play World of Warcraft anymore. It's just because I think he's very charismatic. His character is the way how he talks. He has some engaging stuff, and it's just interesting to watch him. And there's some other YouTubers out there as well. They're just engaging to watch. I don't do anything with the subject they talk about. I just like to watch them. They have interesting stuff. They have different mindset, and they just have a lot of fun interacting with other people during their streams and whatnot. So that is for me more important than a bunch of views and subscribers. Of course, it would be nice to grow the channel, because that gives me more opportunity. But on the other hand, it also has to happen in a way that I feel most comfortable with. And that's why we're gonna do this whole new workflow with making videos going forward, that they're just gonna be really fun, diverse, and they're gonna just be really focused also around the live streams as we do now. So I think that is gonna be a important factor for me. And at same gonna happen for my new project. There's a paintball YouTube channel / Twitch channel, where we're gonna delve into a lot of that kind of stuff in a very different way than what I've seen so far by any other YouTuber. Like, I want to set myself apart from most YouTube content out there regarding Star Wars, custom lightsabers, toy collecting, etc. I want to differentiate. I want to be live. I want to make the mistakes. I want to be the human. I don't want to have a very slick edit where everything looks crystal clear and clean, and it just not feel like you're watching a person making YouTube content. It just feels like another product placement video, like an advertorial. There isn't much in there. Yes, their opinions are in there, but they're most likely highly edited. Like the bad slips have been cut out of the edits, etc. There's nothing to it. It's just like very neutral, very boring, and it's not true the true character. They just don't want to have any opportunity or a chance that they miss out on any potential things, for example. So I just feel like, yeah, life is a bit about risks. There will be opportunities missed, there will be opportunities come to you, but as long as you stay as much as possible truthful to yourself and do what you like most in a way that you feel most comfortable with, which is for me live streams, just talking, chit-chatting. Who knows? Maybe nothing happens. I mean, this YouTube channel exists now for 3 years, and it's not very big at all. We're still not on the 1 million views, but I did have a quite lengthy break, I have to admit that, for half a year or so, something like that. Yeah, so it might come back up, but yeah, I really want to do something else. I just don't want to do the same as everybody else. That's not gonna happen. So I hope these live streams are something you like to watch. I hope these kind of live streams, or even if you watch them offline, is something that you find pleasant to look at compared to some other stuff. You can consider it as a podcast. You could put me in the background. You could put me in the background while you're playing your video games, or when you're doing your chores or whatever. And well, I'm just chit-chatting about Star Wars related stuff. I think that's also kind of interesting. And if then other people join, I will respond to them, and you feel you get part of the interaction. I get part of the interaction. I have stuff to do, and I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, live streams. I really want to become really solid in doing live streams, like a solid live streamer, if that's a thing, but not on the gaming type of level, just like actual podcast, and just talk about this kind of stuff because I enjoy it. And I feel in this situation I feel super comfortable. Would I be as comfortable if I'm sitting here with 10 other people? Probably not. I will probably be the quiet one. But in this way, with the chat, perfect. I mean, I really recommend you guys, if you have the same, just try it out, because it does help you in the daily life as well. Like, if I go outdoors, I feel much more outspoken. I can easily speak now, and speak my mind, which I do feel like through YouTube and live streams that definitely helped me. So, might be something you want to try out. I don't know. Maelstrom. So I'm gonna play some more with the saber, and yeah, if you watch this offline, do leave me some comments. Let me know what you want to see next time. Do you want me to test some settings on this lightsaber, or what lightsaber should I trade it for, or what lightsaber when I sell this one, if I don't trade it, what lightsaber should I get? We're doing the FundMe now for the Saber Force King Jarrus, so even if you do a super chat of 50 cents or $1, you really would help us to get to those goals. And every donation that's being made will go back to the community. Like, I'm not gonna hoard up expensive stuff here. That's not the intent of me. I just want to make the reviews, etc., and have the fun during the live streams and whatnot, and then give it back to the community. And no, I don't per se want to do the giveaways just to get more views and YouTubers, subscribers. It's genuinely because I want to give back to you guys. And let's say in the past I did those giveaways for those lightsabers, which were really fun to do. But yeah, currently the funding is not really coming in from the YouTube channel. I don't make like $100 a month anymore from this YouTube channel. So from that point of view, or 2 months I should say, not 1 month. It was never that great. But yeah, if the YouTube channel grows again, I will fund that back, because I do feel like it was a lot of fun doing those giveaways, because by pure luck and accident, Mike was one of the winners of the lightsabers. There were 3 people that won a lightsaber from me, and he's a good friend of me, and he won a lightsaber. And it wasn't I genuinely say here, it wasn't rigged or something. He just won that lightsaber. It was an Ultra Sabers Liberator. He upgraded with Neopixel, etc. I don't think he still have it, I don't know. But yeah, that was really fun. It really gives me a good feeling. And there was another guy, there were 2 guys. One was, yeah, I don't gonna pronounce his name because it was something Negro. There was just his own name. There was, because he's a black dude, and Ninja Negro or something. He just had that as a username, and he was cool with it. So okay. So yeah, it's not that I'm trying to say bad words here. It's just just what his actual YouTube username is. You can check those videos, you can see it yourself. But yeah, it really gives a really good feeling, like give something back to the community, and people really enjoy it, and have a chance on getting their own lightsaber as well. Because some people watching this, they don't have the funding ready to buy a lightsaber themselves, and they really want to get one, and they just watch these kind of videos to actually, have something interesting to look at. Like, they're really keen on getting one. Hey Chris, how you doing? So yeah, I feel like that's a really a good motivation for me. So who knows? I also have to say, the new project will be the paintball YouTube project. I think that will be picking up pretty good once I start it. I think that one will have a lot larger audience, target audience, and engagement, to be honest, because I really feel comfortable about that whole new project. It will also tie in some other stuff that I'm working on for that particular YouTube channel, which it's gonna eat up some time. So there will be 2 live streams every day. One is on that paintball channel, one is on this YouTube channel, and I will just keep doing that, even though this YouTube channel will remain small, and it's okay. I mean, I just gonna enjoy it and keep talking with you guys, because I missed that period where I was out of this channel for a bit, and I was just missing you guys and the chit chats with you guys, and making videos and live streams. I missed that really a lot. So yeah, super stoked on being back and keep doing that with you guys. So definitely want to keep doing that. And so yeah, I'm gonna see. I have to think about it. Leave me in the comments what you think. If you're watching this offline or online, what should I do with this Vengeful Maelstrom? Should I just keep it, enjoy it, or should I put it forward, sell it, and then I can purchase another lightsaber, for example the lightsaber that is showcased here, for a review, or trade it for another lightsaber via the Vaders Vault Facebook group, because yeah, I want to keep coming with videos. I want to keep coming with lightsaber material, reviews, etc. But not, of course, like how I did it in the past, by just completely destroying my bank savings by doing so. So I need to be financially carefully, and this might be my ticket to keep doing these lightsaber reviews on a monthly basis, by having 1 or 2 lightsabers still on a monthly basis, because keep trading them or selling them, yeah, focus maybe on the second-hand market instead of new market, because this one is of course second-hand. So yeah, maybe we should do that, and then I can keep making these cool videos. Now I did do some videos where I bought empty hilts and then put electronics in myself. That does work pretty good. For example, Saberforce, I see some other YouTubers like I forgot their name. She also does that quite often. Just buy the empty hilt, review that one, and then get another one. But if you keep it empty with no electronics in there, that kind of review, I tried it as well in the past, 1 or 2 reviews where there were no electronics at all in that review, installed in a lightsaber, and it just doesn't work. People just want to see a lightsaber lit up. There's no use to have just an empty hilt and review, oh, this is a beautiful empty hilt. People don't care about that, really. It's really non-content. I'm not going into I said it before, I sorry if I keep ranting a bit, but I'm not going into the whole thing anymore, like, oh, we're gonna have a visual tour of this lightsaber, oh, we're gonna make another video, we're gonna have a review of this pommel today, yes, let's go look at the pommel, yes, spent another 2 minutes, and then today we're gonna do a video about the terminology of AV switches. Yes, this one is blinking on and off in a white color. Yes, we're gonna make a video about that. Like, I don't want to go into that kind of level of non-content where, like, we're gonna review the screw. Oh, we're gonna review the difference of the screw. What is an UX switch? This is the terminology video about an UX switch. I mean, yeah, it's cute, but I mean, we already have one channel doing that, and I think one channel is more than enough for that kind of non-content. I really think it's non-content. It's like you're just making videos for the sake of making videos at that point. But then again, everybody has their own things to do, whatever they want. So I'm not trying to hate in here. I just say I actually subscribe to this person, and I see these videos popping up on my stream, on my live feed every day on YouTube, and I think, wow, that's absolutely insignificant. Like, there's nothing of value in talking about that. But yeah, I mean, if you want to make multiple videos a day, that's what you have to do to get to that goal. But yeah, I'm just not watching it, so I don't know, like, what is the value in that. But I mean, I'm rambling too much. So hey, I'm gonna knock that off. But oh, we got some more viewers. Nice. Yeah, I start. One thing I have to say, I don't have a schedule for these live streams, and I don't think. I don't know if I should have like a fixed schedule. When I'm in Holland, it will be after work. Now the problem is, like now in Hong Kong, it will never really align with the US, which most people are watching from. So when I'm back in Holland, let's say it's 8 p.m., it's probably after work. It's probably around, I don't know, 2 o'clock afternoon in the US. I have no idea. So it's gonna be a bit shit, but it's okay. On the other hand, I don't really want to have a fixed live stream schedule, because then I feel like I'm obliged to making the videos on a certain time frame. Let's say something in my personal life happens, I get all stressed out because, oh, I have 5 minutes before the live stream starts, everybody's waiting. I feel like that's gonna be tricky too. So I'm just gonna keep doing them randomly, and yeah, just chime in whenever you watch, or if you're watching offline, just let me know in the comments what you thought about it, and maybe you catch the next live stream. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be more fun and comfortable to do that, and yeah, just keep an eye on it. I do the same with other streamers. Like, I always keep an eye on them when they're online, and then I jump on their live stream and just follow and listen in to what they're just rambling about. So I think that's pretty cool. I do hope this whole thing here is gonna work, because I'm the only person in the lightsaber community that actually does these live streams with like this fun goal. I never seen anybody do that before, and besides that, there's only a very few live streamers in the Star Wars community in general that do that on the frequent basis or daily basis. So I really want to offset myself with that on this channel. I also have to work on my channel art. I just remembered that my banner on my YouTube channel, etc., don't look the same anymore. So I'm gonna refresh that. When I have the new computer in, I will spice up the quality of the channel art and whatnot, and make it look all nice again, because it's a bit messy at the moment. It's okay. It's a learning process. I mean, we just do it fluently, and this is a bit of my my testing water YouTube channel with you guys, because I know you guys are not so harsh. On the other YouTube channel, it's still gonna be very personal, but the little kings will be out because it will be covered here. So you guys are a bit of my helpers to test new things and try things out and see what works best, what doesn't work. That being said, I almost have to get my son as well. Getting back to the original topic a bit for a moment. I grabbed the Vengeful Maelstrom again. Every time I grab this lightsaber, it just feels really good in the hand. It's a really solid piece. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on it. It's just a very solid piece. Now, one thing that I do have to say about this particular hilt from Vengeful, and you guys might not be agreeing with that so much, but this particular hilt has some small quirks from Vengeful, and I did not expect that. So the two prongs here are not of the same height. One is a little bit taller than the other one, and the powder coating is not as fantastic as I experienced it before from Vengeful. It's a bit flaky, this particular one, and it's definitely weathered and powder coated by Vengeful. This is an all original Vengeful product. It might be that in this case the powder coating wasn't applied perfectly or something, but it's very easy to chip. Excuse me, and I can actually scratch it up with my fingernail, like with the edges here. This is not weathering. This is actually just the powder coating flaking off on the edges here, and because this is probably just how it came out of the shop. This missing piece here. So I was a bit shocked. Nothing against Vengeful, but it's definitely the powder coating is a bit less on this particular hilt than I've seen on other Vengeful hilts. I initially thought, okay, that's cool, there's a weathering pattern, which it is. It has some weathering pattern on there. A little bit has been shaved off by the powder coating, yes it has been, but most of it, I mean, I can just scratch the powder coating right off there. So yeah, this is just something that I just noticed, and I felt, not just noticed, I noticed it when I got the hilt in. Now in this case it really doesn't bother me too much, because I either gonna move this hilt away or just keep it and then let it naturally weather over time by having all the anodizing chipping off from certain areas. But it's just interesting to see that this particular hilt isn't as super flawless. It's still a fantastic hilt, it's super great, but it isn't like flawless. Again, I love Vengeful products. I think they're amazing. They're really great guys at Vengeful, so no hate from my end. I'm just giving my observations about this particular hilt from Vengeful that I received. Also, what I noticed, I'm not able to open the blade out of the socket now, but hey, for Neutron, how you doing? Light it up. Sure. Maelstrom. We can do that for you. Here we go. Boom. Sit rat. But so I also noticed this is the earlier Vengeful Neopixel lightsabers. The earlier Neopixel lightsabers in Vengeful had one row of brass pins inside the Neopixel connector. The newer ones have a T connector, so it's horizontal, same like this one, but also have vertically a few pins. That was on my Vengeful Blade Master Shoto the case. So I don't know why they went from one horizontal bar to having a few vertically as well. Maybe to allow for more contact points to hit the connector on the blade itself. I don't know what is the case with that, but I actually like the fact that this one only have horizontal pins, because there's just less of those sensitive pins inside the hilt. So I see it as a positive instead of a negative. I prefer that this way. And yeah, it's a very nice hilt. It's a really good one. Neopixel's bright as fuck. And sure, you can put in any color we want, of course. It's very hard to show you guys, of course, on the live stream, because I just don't have the space here. Which also will be fixed in Holland. I actually will be sitting in a different configuration where I have a proper desk and I will use an external microphone. So I actually sit further away, and then I have a whole backdrop of all kinds of Star Wars stuff behind me. So that's gonna be really dope. Yeah, nice saber. All kinds of effects. Probably not showing up so well on the camera, but very nice piece. And super loud. I can't stress it enough. This lightsaber is super loud. So what I'm gonna do next, I am gonna prepare myself to get my son from his school in a bit, and yeah, I'm gonna videotape this whole thing tomorrow and then put a nice review video on. And then what's gonna be next is probably I'm gonna trade it or sell it, so I can get another lightsaber and to talk with you guys about. So hopefully you guys like this live stream. I will do another live stream tomorrow, actually every day. I probably gonna do some more Battlefront 2 live streaming today on YouTube, but that will be later today. So we're gonna have some fun with live streaming. And my wife also said she wants to join the live stream, so she might join me. So who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and hopefully I see you in the next video. So now it's gonna be the tricky part where I have to actually stop the live stream without turning around the camera, which I can't. So take care. Bye. Oh.